What a breath of fresh air it is to truly ignore all the noise and to really find your own North Star and to say to yourself, I'm going to lead my own path and take control of my destiny. All of those people who were influencing me and telling me where to go and how to do things, I'm going to question it. I'm going to make my own mind up about what's right and what's wrong. And the people that I choose to listen to, because either they have a lot of expert knowledge or experience, or they already have the results that I want, then of course that influence is healthy and strong. Just the thing is, most of the people who are very loud and in our face and telling us what to do often aren't those exact people. We have to seek out the right advice. The advice that comes easily typically isn't very high quality. I mean, even just by virtue of you listening to this, you're putting in the extra effort to self-educate, to work on yourself, and to get it from someone who's worked with over 1,000 clients one-on-one, has the experience. I've done this and applied it in my own life over and over. This isn't something that anybody around you could tell you or help you with. And when I realized that I need help from people who are ahead of me, I need the support of someone who really knows what they're talking about, instead of just asking in my network that I have access to, then my whole life changed. Because naturally, most people don't have a lot of access. It's really difficult to find people in your immediate environment who will be able to help you achieve everything that you want. If you're ambitious and you want to grow and you want to see your life really be elevated to the next level, and when you want to see yourself step up and to perform, way better than you've ever done before, that's going to require significant change in your behavior, in your thinking, in the way that you feel even. And that change won't come from the people who have told you to be who you are now. Anything that you want to make better requires you to look for a better resource, better inspiration, better leadership, and really systems and methodology that's more concise, to the point, precise, more effective. Because rapid results, growth, and change only really comes to us when we challenge ourselves, take ourselves way out of our comfort zone, not a little step to the right or the left. You have to make a big shift in your mentality if you're going to see a big shift in your outcomes. And if you're going to make that leap, how it's going to make you feel and the amount of tension that will arise, because all your beliefs, all your old ones, are being challenged and you're being pushed to your maxed capacity, right? All of this really creates stress, pressure. It's easy to just back off the gas pedal and say, well, this is a little bit too much for me. I want back to what feels familiar. Forget that. Instead, take all of your attention and truly dial in. Focus your mind on who you want to become, what you want to experience, what type of people you want around you. Raise your standards and your demands for what you're willing to take in and take on into your mindset. Because if you don't guard your mind carefully and you just let anything in there, any idea, any belief can fester and really steer your life way off track. And if you're indulging in any behavior right now that you don't like, question it. Where does this come from? What belief did I form? And where does it stem from? Where did I learn this idea? Really dig deep, because you'll find it. There's always a root cause. And I'm not telling you to blame the people around you for teaching you that way of thinking, but rather to take responsibility that you yourself decided to buy into it. And maybe you were vulnerable and impressionable, and maybe you were going through a rough time, but it doesn't matter. No matter why you shifted into a behavioral pattern that's not constructive, that isn't helping you, well, it's still affecting you negatively, and it's your life. Nobody's coming to rescue you. All of these people that told you what to do and made you who you are, right? They're not going to save you. They're not going to take the blame and say, oh, I'm sorry. And even if they do, that won't change anything. What will really change something is when you make the decision to take control. Take control of the advice and the support that you want around you. Take control of every aspect, every element of your life. Take full radical responsibility and say, hey, it's on me from here on out. It's up to me to make sure that the quality of the input is really, really high, and that I manage it, that I'm deliberate, that I'm intent, and that I don't slack on this. You know, it's mind-blowing to see how different your life would be if you choose one path or the other, one approach or the other, because the compound effect over a year, 2 years, 10 years, right? It really starts to impact the results so significantly. Any small decision that you make about what you listen to, what you accept into your reality, into your mind, it will shift and vastly, vastly affect what your world looks like. You will shape your reality and your outcomes to match what's going on in your inner reality, in your mind. If your mind is poisoned, if there are toxic thoughts, if there are negative loops, then that's going to show up. And so if anything in your life doesn't fully align with what you want and how you want things to look, then look inwardly, really dig deep and question what you believe, what you've bought into, what advice you've taken on, and whether or not it's truly serving you. And look, if you want somebody who has the knowledge, the experience, and who's worked with over 1,000 people like yourself to help them really perform at their absolute best, reach their peaks in life and consistently stay at their best level of performance, then I invite you to jump over to erafael.com. Link is in the description. Over there, you can book a one-on-one call with me directly. We'll speak, see if it's a good fit, and if so, I'll be personally coaching you, making sure that you're performing at your absolute best. Again, if you want to take advantage of it, erafael.com, link is in the description. As always, I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you on the next one.